Hello, I'm Lou Engle with the Ministry of the Call, and I'm actually here at Every Home for Christ, that great ministry to the nations, reaching every home with Dick Eastman. I feel something has converged at this moment. It was 20 years ago, Bill Bright called all of America to 40 days of fasting. He called 2 million believers for the sake of the turning of this nation and the great harvest. It was a historic moment of time. I believe tens of thousands went on that fast. I went on that fast in 1996, and it shifted my whole world. And out of that fast, God released the call, where thousands have gathered in solemn assemblies to fast and pray. One of the men that was joined with Bill Bright in those days was Dick Eastman of Every Home for Christ. He was a part of that great movement. Just a couple of years ago, Dick Eastman, so burdened for America, he went into a 40-day fast for this nation. I met with him soon after that, and I gave him this word. I said, I believe that the mantle of Bill Bright is on you, Dick, to blow the trumpet for 40 days of fasting again in America. I was amazed. He wrote a book called Fast Forward for a 40-day fast for all of America, joining with ministries like the National Day of Prayer, Harvest Evangelism, Intercessors for America. This is amazing. It is a nationwide call, September 30th through Election Day, November 8th. I believe we could be at the hinge of history, and I believe it's for Bill Bright's call to roll again, for a massive wave of harvest and the shifting of our nation in the high places. It's a critical moment. I was just in Alaska, and a young lady came up to me and she said, I had a dream. And in this dream, saw Hillary Clinton in one room of the White House, and in the other room, saw Donald Trump in that other room. And in that room, he was weeping and broken. And in the dream, she realized that people didn't really know who he was. And his Bible was open, and he was reading Ezekiel 22:30. That scripture is, I look for a man to stand in the gap on behalf of the nation, but I found none. I think it's a sobering dream. Many of you might be disillusioned about this election, but I want to tell you, we are not to render to Caesar what God has not rendered to Caesar. It's time for united prayer, for standing the gap, that God would exalt the one he's chosen for this hour, and stand in the gap for a season we believe that stadiums will be filled, signs and wonders are going to be breaking out, a whole new day of a third great awakening. It's not time to be jaded in this moment of history. It's time to seize the day. I want you to get this Fast Forward America, and as well, Grace for America. Dick Eastman has written these for this 40-day season. The call is also calling this sound. We've written a book called the Jesus Fast, believing that we're in the day that if there was a Jesus Fast, there's also coming a Jesus movement. We believe it's time for the great harvest in America. We've also received dreams from heaven that this is a critical moment to pray for the elections in our nation. Let's not be found jaded and sleeping in a time like this. We're calling the whole nation to 40 days of fasting, daring to believe for a shifting of history. So, September 30th through November 8th, join us and dare to believe for the release of a new Jesus movement and a shift in the high places of our nation. God bless you as we move together to change history, shape history through prayer and fasting.